Right here. All right, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Hello, everyone. We got Sara in the house, and I'm also live on Instagram. You gotta watch us on Instagram on the El Sol Salsa Festival. Okay, I got you. And waiting now for you to connect. Yes, I got Sara here. Okay, guys, we're all ready. The amazing bachatera, salsera, quizombera is right here. A super young talent. How are you, Sara?
Good. Thank you. This is an honor to be interviewed by you because I know you're been interviewing a lot of really important people of the Latin community. And thank you so much for the invitation.
Great to have you. Come on, tell us your secrets. Tell us how has your career in Latin dances started.
My thought when I dance anything, because I'm a dancer, no, before to be a Latin dancer. I started dancing with 7 years old, and from really from my childhood, I was used to dance different styles. That's why when I met the Latin world, I didn't say, okay, I'm gonna dance just salsa, or I'm gonna dance just bachata, or I'm gonna dance just kizomba. I just found different things of each other, each dance that I liked, and I tried everything, and it was good.
So, what did you dance as a little girl? You said you started at 7. Was
Yeah,
it ballet? What was it?
yeah. I started with ballet, so I was 7. I started in ballet and also like modern dance, jazz, something like that. And I never stopped, and I started doing more hip hop when I was 14, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the moment when you spotted the Latin dances and you fell in love with it? What was the story there?
So I was 16 years old, and there was a competition. So with a friend of mine, we were dancing like hip hop together and all the stuff, and he told me, why we don't go to this competition? And I said, yeah, cool, we can prepare something. And he was actually dancing a little bit of salsa. So he told me, look, we can prepare like a mix of dances. And so we will have more opportunities to win if we show more styles. And I say, yeah, cool, but you will have to teach me how to dance salsa because I don't know how to dance salsa. And he said, yeah, don't worry, it's easy, you will learn it fast, blah, blah. And so I learned the mini choreography. It was a mess. When I see that video, I'm like, it's disaster, total disaster. But that was my beginning. So after that, we won the competition. We going to celebrate, and we going to a salsa party in my home city. And there I met, I danced with different guys. I was like, I don't know even the basic, but anyway, I can dance with you, like. And there was a teacher there, and he told me, oh, you dance good, blah blah. And I was like, okay, whatever. And come to my classes, salsa classes. And I was like, yeah, of course, because till today, I'm always really interested in learning anything. I mean, anything, mainly dance, but I think every style helps to other, or helps your body to have more conscience or to get a better movement. And so I was always like that, thinking like that. I have to try everything, and then of course, I have my preferences, but I prefer to try and then choose than just keeping one and don't go anymore. So
Okay.
I started to go to dance classes, to salsa classes, and then I discovered the bachata. And in the socials, I also met a guy dancing kizomba. I was not understanding anything about the basic, about how to follow, nothing, but I was just dancing, and they were like, no, you're good, you just keep going. And that's cool. I was like, okay. And after I moved to Madrid, and there everything was.
So, where are you from? Which city?
I'm from Salamanca. It's a small
Mhm.
city, 2 hours away from Madrid, and it's really small, like really small. With 18, I was like, I cannot do anything more here because I'm already
Mhm.
salsa teacher, bachata teacher, hip hop teacher. Um, I go to the best ballet dance school of the city, so I had to do something more. And so I
Mhm.
did my exam for the Conservatory of Ballet Dance, and I they got me, and
Mhm.
that's why I decided to move to Madrid. And I studied in the conservatory for 3 years,
Mhm.
professional. And in that 3 years, I did many things in like with Latin dances as well, because here in Madrid was much bigger, of course.
Mhm. So I met you, I think, in 2015 or 14,
Yes,
when you were dancing with Marco. It was a
yes,
small event in Romania, and then you were also about to start dancing kizomba
yeah.
internationally, right?
Yes, 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 yes. I remember that congress. So when I moved to Madrid, I already knew some people because when there were congresses, 2 hours away is nothing. So people like we were used to do before in any country. If there is a congress, a cool congress, you just take the car and you drive 2 hours and you just go and you met all the dancers and people. So I met Marco like that. He came from Madrid to Salamanca for a congress, and we met, but I don't remember if we didn't see social really. Like we just met, we met each other, and then I saw him after in Madrid already when I moved, and we were working in the same, like how you say salsoteca, like play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, salsoteca.
Yeah, Sasoteca. Everybody knows.
So we were like animators of the Salsoteca,
Mm-hmm.
like dancing with the people and doing animations and all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we teach together at that time because we were in the same team, of
Mm-hmm.
teachers and dancers. And at one point, I was dancing. I was a professional because I was competing already in Kizomba with other guys already
Mm-hmm.
Kizomba before than Marco. And Marco had another couple, another partner.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just, teaching sometimes and dancing in the social, and that's it. But one summer, his partner was not in Madrid, and he
Mm-hmm.
told me, "Hey, there is a how you say improvisation competition of bachata." Just improvisation, so you don't have to prepare choreography and rehearsal a lot. You just go and you dance the song, and that's it. And I say, and he told me, you wanna come with me because the prize is money and go to more competitions. And I say, yeah, cool, we can go. And because we were already used to dance together in the social, so we go into the competition and we won. So
Of
we
course.
no, 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 because when we arrived, there was all these people from Sevilla, Cadiz, where all the people from there were dancing bachata like really good. And we arrived and they look at us like, because we were from Madrid, they were like, you're not from the south, so you're not gonna be like, you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna do nothing interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And we won, and it was like, yeah, it was like we didn't expect it because there
Mm-hmm.
were in that competition there were Ronald and Alba, Alfredo and Andrea, many couples from the south, from Sevilla, Cadiz. Now they are not dancing anymore, but really like high level. So when we won, we were like, oh my god, we cannot believe. And we classified for other competitions, and then people from Spain started to know us and get interested. That was 2012. I was 19 years old, really
Mm-hmm.
young, really young. And so we started like taking it more serious because we go like to the competition, to the first one, improvisation, not prepared. Like, it was not serious thing. It was just improvisation and no rehearsal, no really like good costumes. We're like more okay, let's see what happens, and that's it. So we didn't expect it to get classified, and from that we started dancing together and preparing a choreography and taking acrobatic classes. And I was continuing with the conservatory. And from there everything started. Like we go really into the competitions
Mhm.
and everything. And the year after that, 2013, I remember it was the hardest time in my life because as a dancer I was waking up in the morning, going to the conservatory for 4 hours a day, going out eating and going to take classes of or rehearsal or giving classes of bachata or salsa. So I was exhausted. Like every day was so tiring.
Mhm.
And but we made it. We made it in 2013. I will say this because later I will talk about that. Albir already called me in
Mhm.
2013, and he told me, "Hey, because I know him from before, because I was competing in Kizomba. Hey, I'm not gonna dance anymore with Sara Lopez, and I want to know if you will be interested in dancing with me and all the stuff." And I say, "Look, I'm getting ready to compete in all these competitions of bachata, like national, and I need to know what happened. Like if I'm training for all this and now I throw everything,
Mhm.
I need to know where till I don't know, hasta dónde puedo llegar. No sé cómo decir eso en inglés.
And where can I get with
Where can I
this, with
get
you?
with this?" And I saw Albir here and me, I was here. So I was like, I need to know if all these things, if I can get this. And so he told me, okay, I understand. And he started to dance with Carola at that moment.
Mhm.
And so Marco and I, we did the competitions we were supposed to do, and we won 4 competitions in the same year, like national. So it was the boom, the Marco
Mhm.
and Hannah, they were winning everything, blah, blah. But I tell to the people, this was hard work. Like it was not, also like rehearsal already is really hard because people that never did that, they don't know what's the feeling when they go to the dance school and they have to stretch when they have a bad day, or they have to rehearsal when they have a bad day, and they have to do it because there is no other option if you want to compete, if you want to be better than the others. So we won everything, or everything, for congresses, for competition, sorry, in that at that moment. And that moment was really like the competitions were really important at that moment. So yeah, we were really happy because our goal was to win, of course.
So
And
you are a very hardworking person. I'm sure that in part comes from the ballet discipline, right? The professional dancer just trains, on a good day, on a bad day,
yeah,
and always.
there
And
is not
you're
excuse.
also super fit. You have beautiful technique, and that shows. I think that's probably also part of your huge international success. You are a dancer
Mm.
entirely. So why did you choose bachata and not salsa? Like, is it a coincidence or was it a real choice?
When Marco and I actually started dancing, because before the competition of improvisation and all the stuff, he told me, let's prepare a salsa choreography, And we did like, I don't know, 2 rehearsals, and then it happened the bachata improvisation thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Marco is super salsero,
Mm-hmm.
like
I know,
he
yeah.
yeah, he adores Juan Matos from always,
Mm-hmm.
like all his life. And
Mm-hmm.
at that time I started to follow, Karel and Tanya, and it was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
these girls are amazing. So we started with the salsa, but it was something that we didn't choose. The bachata came across, and we took the train. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like, it's not that we don't want to dance salsa. It was something that the opportunity came, and after it came like more and more opportunities, and we actually liked it, and we realized we were getting better doing competitions, because
Mm-hmm.
competitions push you to be the better version of yourself. and was not the choice. Like, what should I choose? No, it was not that. It was like the way was made, something like that just came.
So you dance on a fantastic level: salsa, bachata, kizomba. Also, you dance zouk, right?
I
A
really do.
bit. I'm sure you're going to be great at it. And what would be your comments on, a lot of people have this attitude: I only dance this, or there always needs to be a separate floor for this, for that. There's a lot of divisions, and you're someone who is on one hand, the authority in bachata, but you are, outside of being a bachata star, you are such a versatile dancer. What would be your perspective on this?
I respect everything, all the choices of the people, but my experience is that my way of dancing now is because I've done all that styles before. You know,
Hmm.
everything I see, if it's dance, inspire me to create movements, to understand movements. So I think some people, for example, for salsa, they love so much salsa and they just don't like bachata music, for example. Me, my guide is, if I like the music, maybe not in the ballet so much, but if I like the music, then I will enjoy when I dance that music. So I like some styles of salsa, I like some styles of bachata, I like some styles of kizomba, the souk, I love to, and that's my opinion. Because doing all that in my career has made the dancer that I'm today. So I understand in the huge congresses, you have to organize the things and separate the people, but I don't understand when there is a 500 people congress why they separate everything. It's like they should put them together and not force, but it's good to the people, for the people to see. Maybe they discover things that they never saw. But as salsero, I think 90% of the times they won't go to the kizomba room to see what's happening, or opposite is the same, or a kizombero salsa. um but actually I know a lot of kizomberos dance in salsa, so
Okay, well, that's good. That's inspiring. Yeah, yes, he was. So, you and Marco, in total, how many years have you been working together?
So we started 2012. Then in 2014, we decided to take different ways, and that's why I did all the collaborations with other great dancers. But in that years that we were not professionally working together, when I was in Madrid, we were still teaching together in the same school, bachata together. So let's say from 2012 till now, 8 years.
Okay, so what's your recipe for a long-lasting partnership?
Oof. You have to be ready to handle that as a marriage, I think. Like, it's really hard. It's really, really hard. Marco and I, for example, we have really different characters, but really, like day and night.
That's probably what makes you so amazing together, and what makes it so hard.
Yeah, it's two things at the same
Yeah.
time. But I think the most important for us, like about us, or what is our success, or I don't know how to call it, is that we have the same objective. And also, something that maybe describes our style is that we love the same style of music. So that connect us a lot, and we have the same objectives. We pass really difficult moments, sad, happiness, I don't know, different things. But at the end, we know that we want to keep going together, and that's
So,
important.
what's your objective? What's your goal together?
Before, when we were younger, and we started, we were like, oh, we want to win competitions, but the things were not really clear. Now, from 2017, we are really focused in be one of the most known couples in bachata, and inspired a lot of people and more people better. And to at least for me to keep going and keep getting better as a dancer, because that is something that it keeps in my mind always. Like, you can't lose the things that you already got.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's now more focused on maybe photography and videography. He likes a lot that. But as a couple, we want to spread our style for like in the world, around the world. And we are so happy because now our objective and our dream is really happening.
So do you like update it? Do you talk every 6 months or once a year? Like, what is our new objective or a new goal? Or does it happen naturally?
Yeah, it happens
Yeah.
naturally
Hmm.
because I have some ideas, like just one day you're listening a song and you say, I will do a video with this song, because I loved it. Or for example, when Aventura is our favorite group, so
Hmm.
when Aventura just for example make a new song, we have to do something, like it's something mutual. But I have to say that Marco, for the ideas, mainly crazy ideas, he is the one. Like, he is always thinking and doing and imagining. And after I come and I say, okay, we can do this. This, I don't think we can do it. This is impossible. This, yes. This, So I grab the good ideas, and then we work on them together. So.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
um, I don't know, but for sure dancing. My life is dance. I don't have remembers before, like, no dancing. When I was 7, I was dancing. When I was 10, I was dancing. When I was 15, so it's my life. It's not something that came when I was 20 or 25, or it's just my lifestyle. So
Hmm.
for sure, I don't know how, but dancing or teaching, I mean, teaching dancing, I don't know really, because now we never know anything. I don't know in 6 months if I will be traveling, if I won't be traveling. I don't know. So
Someone asked, what would you do if you were not a dancer?
I will say, because of my personality, that I always say that I would love to be wedding planner.
Uh-huh.
Because I like to organize things or organize events, or not dance events but events in general.
Hmm.
And yeah, I would like to organize, and I think weddings are really good, like, cute thing.
That's a good. I guess it's a good business from what I hear. So.
Yes,
And plus, one person can have many weddings, so you always
of
get
course,
customers.
of course. That's true.
um, where do we go from here? So you've always been a dancer.
Mm.
So your first international show, like when you went abroad.
So I remember Marco and I, for the first time, a French organizer called us, and we couldn't believe. We were like, "Really? We are gonna travel out of Spain? Oh my god!"
Okay.
So yeah, I remember that congress a lot. And it's you give a lot of value to that people, because they put the confidence on you when you were anyone. It's not that, like,
Hmm.
now we are someone, but now we have a lot of congresses interested in us. And at that moment we were fighting for someone that take us, and that's really special for us. We have one organizer in Spain that put that confidence on us, and also the French one, and we will always be grateful with them because they.
Someone is asking a question from the audience. Is it important for you to find a life partner that is a dancer too?
No, like, now my boyfriend is dancer, but I didn't plan it. Like, it came like that. Before, I have some boyfriends that they were not dancers, and I would say that it's really difficult to have a relation with this life. It's already really difficult,
Mhm.
but first you need to find a person that respects your lifestyle and your work. That's really difficult. But for example, now Arthur, he understands, he supports me. He I don't know, it's really easy with him because he knows and he is the same thing, that he does. So
He is a
for
zouk dancer, right?
yeah, for me it's not something that he has to be a dancer, but actually he helps me a lot also because he's a dancer. So
Okay. Um, would you say you're more an extrovert or introvert?
personally, I'm more introvert, even if the people
Hmm.
don't think so. But I don't like. It's okay for me to dance in front of people. It's okay for me to teach because it's my work. But when I'm in a group of people that I don't know them or something, I'm really shy. Like I take my time to go into the conversation. It's different when I'm not in my dance
Hmm.
world.
Hmm.
It's different. I change a lot.
It's very interesting because a lot of female dancers say that, and
Yeah.
I get that too. Also, being in the event business, I also would say that I'm more introvert. So it's nice to bring that out. You know that not everybody is like oh super
No,
party
no,
and
no,
always
no, no.
entertaining.
Not at all. I'm not an entertaining person. I don't think I am an entertaining person. You know.
Well, you don't have to be. Apparently, if you're professional enough, that's
Yeah.
okay. You know. So
Yeah.
I think that's something inspiring for the people that watch us.
Yeah.
Someone is asking, how did you meet with your boyfriend? Because the love drama.
So yeah. So he's the best friend of my best. He's the best friend of the husband of my best friend, which Carolina from
Hmm.
Ena
Okay.
and Kedu. So she already talked me about him before, like long time ago,
Hmm.
and she talked him about me long time ago, and then we met, and there was a connection. We danced like, and we were like, oh my god, there is a connection. And but he was living really far away in Australia, and I saw him just 1 hour later, after, sorry, and the first time we met, it was like, yeah, but like it's not possible, like really far away, so we actually forgot, or we keep talking a little bit, but it was difficult because we knew we will not see each other like often.
Hmm.
So just after 1 year, we spent 1 week of holidays with Cadu, Carolina, William from Paloma, and Irene, like family holidays, and just love
Happened.
happened.
Okay. But he moved to Spain now, right?
He moved. Yeah,
Okay.
we started in June last year,
Mhm.
and he moved officially in March this year. So we have been dating all over the world: Singapore, Australia, United States, all over the world. Yeah, and now he's here, and we're happy.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks.
Sounds great. Someone asked us a question. Okay, did you have a fear? Do you fear performing on stage? And how do you overcome that fear?
You know, it's not fear, it's respect. I have a lot of respect for the stage, but because Marco gets much more nervous than me, I can't. I can't. It's like if you are that much nervous, I can't be nervous like you, because then it would be a disaster. So I really come to calm myself and to calm him, and then I just get nervous, like, I don't know, 1 minute before, just when you are waiting because the previous couple is finished, and you're waiting, and there something comes to my stomach, like, oh my god, it's happening. And but once I step on the stage, I just change my, something makes click, and I just
Mhm.
perform my role, on the stage. And sometimes people think everything's perfect when we are performing, but it's not. sometimes some things go wrong, or or you are, it's not your day, or but you gotta do it. You is your work, and you can't desilusionar. I don't know how to say that. To
Disappoint.
disappoint to the
Mhm.
public. Like, so for me, it's something really serious, but I try to do my best, of course. And of course, with the times and with the repetitions, you will get more confidence. But I've been performing for, I don't know, just on Latin dances for almost 10 years, 9 years, and still I feel that. And I believe if you don't feel that little nervous, something is gonna be like, it's because you don't matter. No, I don't know, it's my opinion, like what I feel.
Someone is asking, how many hours do you dance every day? What other training do you do? Do you practice ballet or other type of dances? So, what is your basically your dancer's routine now outside of COVID and then in pandemic?
So outside of COVID, it's really difficult to keep a routine, eating, doing anything, studying, because the travels are crazy. Maybe one week you travel on Thursday, you come back on Tuesday, you go back, you travel again on Wednesday, you come back on Monday. It's really, really exhausting. But I try, because not all the week, neither every month I can, but I try always to keep going to ballet classes. That makes me feel that my body still works, like
Mhm.
I didn't lose my lines or my flexibility and
Mhm.
stuff. Um, as well, now in the quarantine, I took, one day I took a hip hop class. I'm taking some privates with people that, like, as a student, with people that inspired me or people that I want to learn from. I'm taking walking classes, but I also train, like, with my personal trainer,
Mhm.
because when I was dancing kizomba with Albir, I had a lot of pain in my back, and I started training with him at that time. And you have to be healthy to don't have injuries, also to look nice, but that's not the goal, to
Mhm.
to be healthy. And for me, I train 1 or 2 times a week, to
Mhm.
avoid injuries, of course, that's important for me.
Okay.
Because the body hurts a lot when you dance, when you don't dance. Sometimes when I stop, like for 3 days or 4 days, my body hurts more than when I'm dancing. you know
Mhm.
but yeah, you have to be not strong, but just fit to avoid injuries, and to look good, and to be good with yourself. Women, it's we have a lot of insecurities and a lot of difficult things going through, and so it helps me a lot to be in good shape.
Mhm. What do you mean? Do you have any insecurities? You're amazing.
We all have, you know. I believe every woman in the earth has insecurities.
Okay, what are your insecurities? What
I
do you worry
know.
about? If you can
I
tell us, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like stupid or whatever, but sometimes you see your body every day, and you see every part of your body, and sometimes I'm not gonna say now, because I'm pretty happy now, but sometimes you just focus on the worst thing, or the things you hate the most, and you just get um te obsesionas, obsessed,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's not good, obviously. And also, one of my insecurities or my fears is to one day to arrive to the point that I cannot get better, or not can't, but that I feel my body is not responding anymore. That's a
Mm-hmm.
fear I have always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing it
Hmm.
with us. Hmm.
Welcome.
Okay, do you have any moments in your career when you feel down, when you're not so excited about dancing anymore, or you have a crisis or an injury? And then if you do, then how do you come out of there? Maybe
You
you
know,
don't. Mhm.
I had a. It was not an injury, but I had a healthy problem in 2014
Mhm.
or was 13? No, 14.
Mhm.
And you know, I was just 1 2 months, 1.5 months without dancing, but my fear was I was like, oh my god, if I cannot dance anymore like before, what I would do. Like, you know, that was my
Mhm.
fear. But I didn't lose the passion. Is the passion moves me. Like
Mhm.
if I lose the passion, probably I will keep like I will stop dancing. I don't know, but I don't think that will happen ever. So I don't know. It's something really hard, really strong should happen to make me take that decision. But no, I don't have any crisis or any. You know, of course, there is sometimes that you are really tired and you have to work, or you just arrive to the Congress after a long flight, and you know your mood is not really like, oh, I want to go to the party, you know. But it's just a feeling. It's not that something that takes me out the passion or the you know or wanting to keep going. Never.
Okay. When you're not in a festival, what does your day look like?
I'm I don't know how to be stopped. Like it's really hard for me to rest. I can rest like when I feel really tired. It's like okay, I need to take 1 day off. But when that day off is longer and I take 2 or 3 for any reason, it's like oh my god, I need to do things. It's like I'm nervous in that sense. Soy un poco hiperactiva. When you know I have a lot of things going, projects and stuff, and when I just complete one, I'm looking for other thing to do, you know. And normally I have 4 or 5 things going at the same time. So yeah, because I'm like that, not because it's the thing you have to do, because I'm like that. I didn't say okay, I have to do a lot of things. No, it's because
Okay.
my personality is like that.
Do you cook at home or do you go out to eat?
Me, I was used to go out to eat, but now Arthur cooks really good, so we eat at home. And yeah, he's cooking. He's the one
Okay.
cooking.
We have a question from the audience. What is a good and a bad social dance for you?
Social dance as a partner, I think he means. Well, I don't
It's
know.
a guy,
Yeah.
so
So for me, a good social dance, bad social dance. Okay, I would say good and bad. Good and bad. It depends in the ambience, in the music for me a lot. Okay, if I don't like at all the song, it will be hard for me to enjoy the dance. But sometimes the connection is so much good that even if the song is not a lot my style, I can enjoy the dance. You know. The problem, like the bad social for me, is when the guy is not respectful with me. First, when they they take your arm like if you were an animal, don't asking like you just they just grab you like if you were
mm,
a person, and that's like and it's like what. you know I'm not an object. And
mhm.
also it disturbs me a lot when I see not the thing of the video. I don't I mean, how to say, it's not that is disturbing someone taking a video meanwhile I'm in the social dance. Is not that. Is when the guy is paying more attention to the video than to the dance with me, because
Mhm.
I'm like, you want.
This is such a new thing since the videographing has become so famous the last couple of years, and it's great because it gives memories to the dancers, but it has taken a turn where a social dance becomes a show for the camera.
Exactly. So if you respect that line and you put first your like the intention of connecting with me and enjoy the music and make a gentle and good dance with good energy for both of us, even if you are taking a video, good. If you are um, just facing the camera and making faces, and you don't matter about how you're leading me and you're hurting me, and you are not being musical because you don't care about the music, you just want your video doing a cambre to Sara Panero or whoever, yeah, that's a bad thing for me.
Hmm. Thanks. That's, I think that's an answer that gentlemen should really take to heart.
Yeah.
Coming from someone like Sara, please treat it seriously.
Yeah.
Um, do you have any rituals before going on stage or teaching big workshops?
Teaching, no. No, teaching, no, really. I would say drink a coffee, but no. Sometimes, but before the shows, it's not the ritual, but Marco and I, we always hug each other. Like,
Mhm.
even if we argue before, even if something is going wrong, but it's like, it's gonna be fine, and let's go, we hug each other. And that's gonna be great.
Mhm.
And when I perform myself, I just concentrate and I hug myself. No, I'm joking. No, not really. I just concentrate and obviously warm up. That's not a
Mhm.
ritual, it's something you have to do.
Mhm.
And that's it.
And when you design your costume, what do you take into account? How do you work on your stage outfits?
I always try to do something really different, comparing the previous one.
Hmm.
And also, depending on the choreography, because if the choreography depends on the music, and the costume depends on the choreography, I think.
Hmm.
So everything is related to the music. So maybe when the choreography is finished, I don't think never the costume before the choreography. Me, at least.
Hmm.
I think the costume when the choreography is made, and I know like totally, and I know what we're gonna do, and what we're talking about in the choreography, what the singer is talking about, and also I know that if I use red color and red and black, I don't use again red, black, or red and black. I try to look different colors and different styles. For example, our last costume was like blue and like dark blue, and the new one is yellow. So
Hmm.
mine, Marcos, is more black and yellow. But
And what's your favorite color?
my favorite color, it has always been purple.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
purple, pink, lila, like all the
Hmm.
the connections.
And what's your favorite food?
I would say pasta, but Italian pasta, not
Mhm.
pasta from anywhere. Yeah, because
Okay,
the way they made is totally different
that's
from
true.
other
Mhm.
places.
And your favorite drink?
Um, Honestly, well, I would say coffee because I don't drink sodas or that kind of things.
Mhm.
I love white wine, but that's not good to say. No, but yeah, I drink water. Like I don't have a, I will say
Okay,
white wine
okay.
or coffee, but that's nothing. I mean, I'm not a really fan of sodas, or I don't drink a lot of alcohol or something. So
Hmm. What makes you happy aside from dancing?
aside from dancing, my family, my friends, my boyfriend, to see them happy, to see them um, healthy, of course,
Hmm.
to see them making success on what they are doing, and to be able to share time with them, because that's really, really important for me.
Do you have any siblings, brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have a brother, a little one, but not really little. Now she's 23.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Hmm. Also a dancer?
No, no. He's personal trainer
Okay.
also.
Okay.
Yeah, he works in a gym.
Okay. So, what did you have to sacrifice to be where you are today?
That to spend time with my people,
Mhm.
to be missing always birthdays, weddings, family meetings. I- I'm never, I'm never able to make that things
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
everything is on the weekends, and we are always working al revés del mundo.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
for example, with my father has a normal job, let's say,
Mhm.
from Monday to Friday. And normally, with my normal life, traveling and all the stuff, I'm free Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and I'm working on the weekends. And he doesn't live in Madrid; he lives in
Mhm.
Salamanca.
Mhm.
So I see my father really, really poco, muy poco.
Mhm.
In the year, maybe I don't know, 5, 6 times. My father,
Mhm.
so,
Mhm.
and he dance. It's not that we don't have connection or we don't have relation.
Mhm.
We have, but it's really difficult. Also, my friends, I have a lot of friends that they don't dance. So they, if I say, hey, come to see me performing because I perform this weekend in Madrid, they will come. But first, I don't work a lot in my country. I work, but I work everywhere. So
Mhm.
maybe I have few days in Spain, and maybe just one or two are in Madrid or close to Madrid.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
It's really difficult. And they will come, they will do the show, but they don't dance. So after they will go, and it's
Mhm.
okay.
Okay. What's your dream project?
Um, Now in the quarantine, I realize that it makes me happy to see people or to hear from people that they started dancing because of me.
Mhm.
So I just want to keep doing that. I want to keep working for the people and getting better for the people that is supporting me. And I hope to inspire as much people as I can. Like when they say, I want to be like you, or I want to be, I want to dance like you, that's something really, really special for me.
And what would be your advice to the new coming talents, new generations, if they would like to become you one day? What should they focus on right now?
They have to know that where I am today, um, it has been a long process. It's not that I appeared 3 years ago in a congress and everyone calls me and everyone, with Marco. It doesn't work like this. The,
Mhm.
the difficult thing is not to arrive there, is to keep on there. And for that, you have to sacrifice a lot of things. You have to work hard. I would say, as a dancer, female, is really important. Maybe I will say that you even have to work harder than male, uh,
Mhm.
the
The
male dancer.
men, yeah. Mhm.
Because if you want to go on the stage or if you want to win a competition, I was doing that when I was a child. But if you were not, you have to know at least a little bit of technique of ballet dancer that dance, or some things to be at least correct when you go on the stage or when you compete. And that is already, just that is already really sacrificed, because maybe you go out of your comfort zone, of course, because ballet is
Mhm.
not comfortable, I tell you. So, and and that's the first thing. And after, um, you cannot be waiting the things to happen. You have to make them happen. You have to go and push yourself, even if when you don't want. Things will work when you work 6 days a week and you rest one, not when you rest 6 days a week and you work one. Because people think, oh, I did this, so now congresses will call me. It's like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Some that can happen. I don't know, like lucky one time, or two
Mm-hmm.
times. But if you want to keep a good work and you want to be an example, you want people to follow you and to be like you and to inspire people, you have to keep going and keep doing things, and take the la iniciativa.
Initiative, yeah. Someone is asking, what do you think about muscular memory in body movement? Muscle
Mm,
memory.
interesting question. um as I said before, I think, well, everyone knows the body has conscience, the body has memory. Everything you do or you train in your life, of course, if you train one day, no, but if you get used to train, um, use often some movements, some exercises, your body will remember. And for to get a better body movement, you just have to practice. Like that's the key. There's no other, I don't know other way to get a better body movement. For example, I always put this example: why, when you see ballet dancers with 60 years, they have the same body but older than when they were 30? Because the body, when you train so much something on the belly, for example, you are making longer your muscles, you are making longer your whole body, and you are, of course, you are taking care of what you eat. And if you keep doing that, your body won't change. Obviously it will be older, because that you can avoid, that anyone can. But your body will respect all the things that you did before. When you train as a professional dancer, a professional athlete, unless you at some point you don't take care anymore at all, I believe your body will respect and will continue being similar, um, comparing what was before.
So you guys, if you want to be great, you need to go and do ballet classes. And it makes total sense. Even if you want to be a crazy salsero, you still need that base, that technique.
Yeah.
Sara, last question from me. What would you say today, from today's perspective, to yourself at the age of 19? Any support, any tip, any advice?
I will say, because it's something that I do now and I was not doing at that moment, that don't look to the people that is criticizing, or like don't pay attention, don't be mad or be sad because of the things that they are saying, because that doesn't help, that doesn't do nothing positive. And you now, I'm just focused on keep going forward, not looking to the sides, not looking back, just going forward.
Mhm. Would you like to add anything? Anything that our audience should hear from you?
No, I think I said everything. Just check or find your objective in the dance, if it's Latin or if it's other style, and go for it with intelligence and with work and with talent. But talent is not everything if you don't work. So just take your objective and work for it, and you will see the results. Maybe not in 1 month, maybe not in 1 year, but I believe positive things will come, and you will see.
Do you know when you were a little girl, where did your passion come from that you were so passionate about dancing so early? I'm asking as a mother because I have a little girl and she's not so passionate about dance as much as I would like her to be.
Mm.
So what was
When I was really, really like maybe 3, 4 years, my parents, they were always really deportistas, sportive,
mhm,
and because they didn't have anyone to let me with, they were bringing me to the gym.
mhm,
So I was all time listening to musics, and I was
mhm,
dancing by myself, but I don't know, maybe watching the aerobic classes, I don't
mhm,
know, I don't really know. And at 7, they opened a dance school close to my parents' job.
mhm,
They were working together, and my father recently told me that when we pass in front of the school, I say, please, please, I want to come to them classes, I want to go to these classes, with 7 years. But
wow.
I don't know, I believe it was because of that, because my mom always played a lot of music for me when I was a child, and I was just trying to move, and to follow the music. And maybe because I saw on the TV or in the gym to see the people doing the aerobic classes and all the stuff with the music, like moving with the music, maybe it was
Mhm.
that. I believe it was that.
So you always had that passion in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, I think that's everything from my part. We got no more questions. Thank you, Sara, for sharing your story
So
with us,
much.
and good luck. And hopefully, we will see each other again
November.
live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone
Yeah.
is invited to El Sol. We will be there. So don't miss it. It's one of my favorites, Congress, favorite, and Marcos too.
Mhm.
So if you are salsero, bachatero, quizombero, anything, you are more than welcome to join us.
Yes,
Kiss
we
for
are preparing the best festival for you again. All right, guys, have a great rest of the week. And don't forget, we have a special promotion still lasting today due to the Children's Day. So go and check out the details on our fan page. Bye bye.
Bye.